What exactly is a cheese? Well,
Cheese stands alone.
to quote one of the most legendary culinarians ever,
if you can't enjoy even a nice, stinky, runny, ripe cheese like this, you may as well kill yourself now.
unlike most cheeses, this quote has aged rather poorly, but Bourdain does have a point. What is more pleasurable than the solidified, spoiled, funky byproduct of teat juice? A lot of things actually, but let's start from the beginning. Animals were invented by God on the sixth day, or so they claim, and milk was invented sometime before any of us were born. Now, it was eventually discovered that through some complex experimentation, that it would turn sour and also have clumps of solid mass, whey, and curds. Rennet is the primary enzyme that helps accelerate the coagulation process, whereas lactose, a sugar found in milk, is responsible for the acceleration of the digestive process in a rather explosive manner. And speaking of explosives, let's talk about war.
War never changes.
The Bread and Cheese Revolt of 1491 is a classic tale of the oppressed waging war against the taxman, with the insurgents even using these two items as part of their symbolism and part of their attire as a way to represent what they were fighting for. Cheese has also been used in actual warfare as well, particularly of the naval kind. In an 1841 naval battle between Argentina and Uruguay, a captain of a Uruguayan ship ordered his men to load cheese into the ship's cannons because they ran out of cannonballs, which actually worked as they ended up killing 2 people. In any event, history suggests that evidence of the cheese-making process dates back 8,000 years, with the earliest cheese-like substance ever found dating back some 4,000 years. The latter specifically is quite interesting, given that it was found around the neck of a mummified body dating back to the early Bronze Age. A nice little segue then to one of the more infamous ingredients of the cheese-making process: the human body.
I am making baked macaroni and cheese with a major twist.
And what's the twist?
Breast milk.
The Homo sapien, also known as a human, also known as a walking sack of shit, and blood, and meat. Humans have eaten each other for centuries. Some are better than others, and it's the reason why you're here on this earth watching this video. But cheese can also serve as the blank canvas for a human to eat another human. The bacteria that is found in armpits, belly buttons, toes, and sweat have all been used as flavoring agents to create various forms of cheeses that have a wide array of complexities in flavor, texture, smell, and net worth. In 2019, a British museum displayed cheeses that used the donated bacteria of several British celebrities that you've probably never heard of. A more recent example of humans serving as flavoring agents occurred in 2023 when YouTuber Max Fosh swabbed KSI and Mr. Beast and made cheese using their bacteria from their sweat. Keep in mind that these are not 100% human cheese. These examples still utilize dairy from non-human sources and only used a dash of the human stuff. The closest we've come to pure human cheese was a project I stumbled upon by research-based artist Miriam Simon. In 2011, she decided to create several forms of cheeses using a combination of both animal and human breast milk. The end results included the Wisconsin Bang, a creamy and pungent cheese utilizing the breast milk of a lawyer's assistant, and the Wisconsin Chew, a bland cheese that reflected the vegetarian diet of the milk's provider. Humans just love to chew and bang, specifically in the Wisconsin area, which is interesting considering there is another cheese-related activity that involves less chewing and more banging. Into the ground at over 500 miles an hour. What is more pleasurable than the solidified, spoiled, funky byproduct of teat juice? Chasing said byproduct down a grassy hill at speeds so high that one misstep could send you tumbling gracefully into a wall of big, drunk men. or into a heap of broken bones, torn muscles,
dislocations, separations. Don't try this at home,
says the local bitch, because this is the Cooper's Hill cheese roll, and it's a crazy thing to watch, and an even crazier thing to participate. Located in the village of Brockworth in England, men, women, children, and everyone in between gather yearly upon this rather unassuming hill for the love of cheese.
Cheese, 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 cheese.
The premise is simple. A wheel of carefully aged double-Gloucestered cheese is pushed down the hill, leading to this. It is violent, it is chaotic, it is a beautiful thing, but it's also an old thing, dating back at least 600 years, and yet despite that, no one has been killed, though this year's event did lead to this nasty fall right here. Somehow, he would be okay.
Cheese versus cheese.
Nevertheless, cheese has evolved over time, and it has evolved into a plethora of forms. Basic forms include the yellows, whites, reds, blues, blacks, greens, and grays, to the soft, the hard, the aged, and the square. There's also the circle, the big circle, the baby circle, the baby bell, the string, the really big string.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Dee! Dee!
The really pathetic string, the cream, the grilled one, the fried one, the mac one, the leather one, the vomit-looking one, the vomit-inducing one, the one with the identity crisis, the one that was used to kill people, the one that can kill people, the one that you can snort, the bastard, the one that's forced against your will, and my personal favorite, the shot clock cheese. Cheese is one of man's greatest things. It's also one of our most loved things, and you can tell that's the case because, as history suggests, we've broken our bones, given ourselves concussions, and even stuck part of ourselves inside of it. Cheese? Yes please. And it's also far from useless. Unlike this video. But thanks for watching.